What up, peeps? It's Soldier of the Cross, and today I want to talk about the elephant in the crucible. Yeah, the Hardlight. But before we do, I want to preface this video with something we've got going on that I think you'll want to be a part of. We have a team that is raising funds from now until May 31st for St. Jude Play Live, and the link to donate is in the description below. Also, for every donation of $10 or more, you will be entered to win a commission from Mr. Monkus. Link to his store in the description below if you are unfamiliar with his work. And thank you so much to everyone who has donated so far, as we are closing in on $2,000 raised. So, as you could probably guess from the title of this video, I may come with a bit of a different perspective when it comes to Hardlight. I think this different perspective really stems from the fact that while Hardlight spam has quickly frustrated many, it really hasn't bothered me so much. Yeah, I know, I'm probably crazy, but just hear me out. In the background gameplay, you'll see some Trials of Osiris on Exodus Blue, and yes, I am using Hardlight. I was working on completing the catalyst and wanted to give it a try to see the difference that the catalyst made once I completed it, and it is very noticeable. You may also see some clips of me using Galliard in the background as well, which is the 600 round per minute auto rifle that drops randomly from the forges. So let's begin. The Hardlight is a 600 round per minute auto rifle that has a great time to kill, maxed out stability when you complete the catalyst, great handling and aim assist. I'm on console, so that helps. A 49 round magazine and ricochet rounds to top it off. I won't go deep into the stats of this thing. There are other fantastic in-depth guides out there. Check out I Am Cool Guy on YouTube, who has a great in-depth look at Hardlight and Suros, which are both incredibly potent in the current meta. Link to his channel below. But the end conclusion is that yes, Hardlight is really good right now and is the most popular gun in Crucible, most notably Trials of Osiris. But the question is, does it need a nerf? Let's take a closer look. Hardlight finds itself as the king in popularity of the current meta because of its ease of use. With Bungie's adjustment to the visual recoil of Hardlight and then the subsequent buff to 600 round per minute auto rifles, it was clear to many that it might take over, and take over it did. I mean, look at all of the variables. It has maxed out stability with the catalyst, high handling and aim assist, and a 49 round magazine. Auto rifles are all about tracking, and what's more forgiving to tracking than having amazing stability and 49 rounds to spam as you steady out your shot so that you can start to land those headshots. The cherry on top with that is that you've got ricochet rounds. So if you start to tag someone and they dip behind cover, there's a chance you may just get lucky and finish the kill. And while you're at it, you might as well go ahead and pre-fire the corners just in case you can tag someone with ricochet rounds before they even show their faces. So yes, Hardlight has so many things going for it that it seems like an easy call. Just nerf that thing into the ground. Well, let's pump the brakes a bit. While there is a perfect storm of perks and attributes with this weapon, I think there are other things that make it frustrating for many to play against it right now. Now this may sound a little silly, but I think there is a psychological effect that this weapon has at the moment. I mean, think about it. How do you feel when you see a constant spray of Hardlight around the corner where you were just about to peek your head? Or when you see bullets ricocheting everywhere around you and you're worried you might get hit? Do you get hesitant to challenge? Or maybe just frustrated and then you end up making a mistake? Well, why is that? I mean, ricochet rounds can be annoying, but I can count on one hand the number of times I've been killed specifically by them over the past couple of weeks. Most of the time, the ricochet rounds are simply close to me, which, by the way, it still gives a visible feedback as if you are getting hit when you aren't. And in frustration, you start to scramble around and actually end up running into the ricochet rounds, which just adds to your level of frustration. So just maybe, if we gave our engagements against this weapon a bit more thought and strategy, I think we might just outplay it consistently. Here's an example. Some Hardlight users tend to lean in so hard on spamming those ricochet rounds, hoping that they would get some ricochet damage, knowing they have 49 rounds to use it and they end up laser focused at one area for too long. It's almost like catching a sniper hardscoping. Trust me, it happens, and you can outplay this with well-timed flanks and good communication. Obviously, this may apply more to a mode like Trials of Osiris, but these same tactics can be applied in a 6v6 playlist. But let's get back to business. Nerf needed, right? I think that Hardlight usage will even out in this meta and that it will be okay without a nerf. But for the sake of argument, let's look at potential adjustments that just don't go overboard. A nerf to 600 round per minute auto rifles is a bad move in my opinion. Having guns like Suros Regime, Monte Carlo, and Galliard being viable in PvP is a good thing. Take the Galliard for example. It can roll with some great perks like quick draw and kill clip, making it a great pairing with some of your favorite kinetic weapons. So no, let's not nerf the entire archetype. I think a better nerf would be to the ricochet rounds themselves or to the magazine size. If you take away the extra damage to the ricochet rounds, maybe people get over their fear of them and start to play a little bit more aggressive against it and a little bit more wisely. Downside, the PvE utility of ricochet rounds goes away. So what about a magazine size nerf? Smaller magazine means less mindless spam, meaning you have to get better at tracking and landing your headshots, or you're going to get stuck in a reload animation and lose a gunfight. These are simple changes, yet I think they will make a noticeable difference. What do you think? Sound off in the comments below. Do you think Hardlight needs a nerf? Or is it fine the way it is? Reminder, I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evening at 8:30 Eastern Time. Link in the description below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy, and have a great day.